for your commitment. I really honor you. It's because of you all together. We have made this like a big, huge, phenomenal sa buong mundo. Iteracare is no longer just a tiny, weeny, teeny type of device or product. It has been and will always be the number one terahertz device in the world. Now, before I share to you my slides, the question, like when I started this 2021 September, the first question that comes into my mind is, where's the science? Where's the test? Who's the scientist? Who manufactured this? These are legitimate questions. Bakit? Kasi kailangan, from our perspective as independent distributors, we want everything, every angle, everything taken care of. We want clarity. In fact, I've been receiving lots and lots of questions from different leaders and promoters and sellers all over the world asking about the verification, authenticity of the product as we claim. Both products, like both authenticity or conformity in electronic wise, the FC and the CE. These are the main question. And of course, sabi nila, they would ask, do you have a complete detailed study that, as you claiming that you are a terahertz device? At ano itong mga ranges and frequency? So tonight, I would love to satisfy your questions, mga leaders. And I'm sure this will give you the boost. This will give you the confidence that our device, as we claim, not just the results, because the results, it's a done deal. We've got thousands and thousands of testimonies around the world. And in case you don't know, we have 500 doctors, medical doctors endorsing the Iteracare. This is not a medical device, but they are endorsing our products. 500 all over the world. In the Philippines, we have, of course, Dr. Ibay and a lot of them. All right, they're doing the Zoom calls. And a lot of these doctors, medical doctors, natural doctors, both from the natural and the medical world. Bakit nila ini-endorse ang ating product? Because first, they are users. They love it. They love the experience. Lives are changed. And not just that, it's because it's a medical device or not the medical device. It's because it is the era. It's the future of how we heal the body. So for doctors who are open to this concept, they are embracing the idea of the Iteracare. So let me show you my slide tonight. All right. And I call this the detailed or confidence boosting type of slides or presentation about the Iteracare. So the bio will be later on, we'll have a more detailed, in-depth presentation of the bio. So for now, let's talk about the Pro, the Premium, and the Classic. And ano ba talaga ito? Why is this the number one or a phenomenal device in the world? Okay, now let me start with the fake devices. Marami ito. You can see this. And do you see that? There is actually a detector that you can buy that detects terahertz frequencies. Okay, it's just a small, like a battery pack. It looks like that. But as you can see, this is a fake device. See that? It looks like Iteracare, and it costs so cheap. But as you can see, number one, the tube is transparent. Our tube now is amber and orange in color. And as you can see, they have a sticker. The sticker has this electronic print at the back. And that is the mimic. That's the gimmick that they're using, actually. And that thing has a terahertz, but it's not sustainable. And it's not tuned to the frequencies of the physical body. But it has terahertz. As you can see, yung nagbi-blink siya, this has a sound, and it's like beeping and saying it has terahertz. But that's the gimmick, and it's fake. And a lot of these fake devices are selling the same thing. Pag itapat yung detector na yan, if it's, drawn close to the tube, walang sound yan. As you can see, you have that. In fact, may mga fake devices that they have this seemingly like electronic prints there. As you can see, those lines. And that is how they produce the terahertz. Not ours, of course. See? That is not how we produce the Iteracare, the terahertz. That's not our technology. So many companies are trying to imitate, replicate our device, and they couldn't. Why? Now I will show you bucket. They cannot, and we're the only one. Now, how do you distinguish between the genuine and the fake terahertz therapy device? There are 4 questions you have to ask. That applies in any product. So number 1, the professionalism of the manufacturer. What does the product or what does this manufacturing specialized in producing? That's the first question. Baka naman, yung manufacturer na yan, marami din silang ginagawa. Hindi lang devices like terahertz. Meron silang iba-ibang ginagawa. They don't specialize with the kind of product. Not the Prife International. We specialize only terahertz devices. And I'm going to show you the pictures of our company's manufacturer. Number 2, where is the location of your manufacturer? Is it verifiable? Is it really a legit location found in China, as you claim that you have this manufacturer? Yes, I will show you photos later on. Number 3, important question. All right. Who is the inventor and scientist of the product? Do you have that person that created this phenomenal device? Do you have him? Or is just a copycat and you claim this blah and blah? All right. That is very important. Pang-apat na question. Do they have terahertz verification reports, safety reports, and clinical studies? Yes, we do have. All these questions will be satisfied tonight for you to confidently say that we are the one and only one terahertz device in the world. Okay, moving forward now. This is our scientist. You know him. His name is Mr. Yang Wen-jun. He pioneered the biomedical science in China, and he achieved groundbreaking milestones as to the first scientist who successfully invented the first terahertz device. Marami namang terahertz but this is the first terahertz device of its kind. This was the first, the video you're watching right now, this was created or like prototype created 2014 of October. And you know how much it cost because it was made of materials such as titanium and other very expensive materials. And of course, the research and development, the R&D behind this, totally this device, the first one cost 400,000, not peso, US dollars. Drop jaw. 400,000 US dollars. That was the first prototype. It looks like a bazooka. I don't want to use that. Over the years, they were able to successfully create and manufacture the Pro device. That was the first one, the Pro. All right. So after 8 years of dedication, Yang Wen-jun achieved this terahertz industry's recognition and earned him the recognition prestigious award as the first and the only scientist that has created this terahertz device in the world. Who did that? It was the Chinese Academy of Management and Science. They acknowledge him. And in fact, he is a think tank member of this Science Academy and the government. So may dalawa siyang government actually that he's working with. He's working with the Chinese government and he's working with Prife government. So as you can see, he's only loyal to this, right? Of course, he has to be loyal with his government, but he's very loyal and only dedicated and focused on Prife. So this is the great news. Since we have the scientists, later on, moving forward, we'll have more terahertz devices for us to enjoy. That is amazing. Now, the Shang Health Technology, that's the name of Mr. Yang Wen-jun's manufacturer. That's the name of his company. This was established in 2015. This is the place, Jiangsu province. I wasn't there. I've not been to China. But this is also a company that do research about terahertz technology. So it's all about terahertz. You can see this is the big building here. It's great. It's amazing. And not just that, what's really amazing here is they do a lot of stuff, because I see, terahertz is not just for health. It can also be used for telecommunication, medical diagnostics. There's a lot of application when you talk about terahertz, but the Shang does all of that, and we partner with the Shang. All right, you can see the certificate of appointment. You've heard this many times during our presentation. And the Shang Health Technology, which yung kanilang slogan, the slogan of the Shang is that there will be no disease or sickness in the world. Yan ang translation from Chinese text. I copy and pasted that, and the English translation is para walang sakit, that there will be no sickness in the world. Para walang magkasakit sa mundong ito. Yan ang translation, meaning that's the vision of the Shang. And so the Shang and Prive partner. We are a shareholder and owner of the Shang. They merge as a company. So Prive is the only distributor or marketer of this Iteracare. We partner, and we can safely say that we're the only one who can market the Iteracare. You can see the signatures of Stephen Lai and Mr. Yang Wenjun. This is great. This is to show to you that we are the only company that distributes the Iteracare all over the world. We are one and only one. Now, for your peace of mind, we have obtained the product liability insurance, and this was accepted and agreed with the insurance company known as Lawn Pack. Now, the question here is, why would Lawn Pack Insurance said yes and willing to pay in case something happens, something harmful happens, in case, up to $1 million to the proponents, to the users? Why would they say yes if they're not smart or intelligent enough to investigate what this Iteracare all about? Or it's not just us. Sa atin, done deal. You have 1 million, all the users, we have that liability insurance, including even the Iron Shield. They included that. Pero for them to say yes, there's got to be something about us, about the Iteracare, that they have full confidence that we can insure your product. We can give you this liability insurance. So this is for your peace of mind for all our thousands of users all over the world. And get this. These are the documents, papers. These are from numbers of national authoritative institutions, third-party testers, test reports, and all of this to show to you that our product is safe. Based on what? Frequency device energy usage. When you talk about frequency devices and energy devices, we're totally safe. Nothing that comes harmful. So, lahat ng mga users ninyo, a lot of people asking, Nathan, gumamit ko, parang humihina ako eh. It's not because of the device, it's actually the body going through a process. So sometimes the body has to go through a process, and if you don't understand, they stop using it. This is my suggestion. Alalay ka. Keep using, drink lots of water with a pinch of sea salt, because this will help the body, and continue. Let the person understand that nothing harmful that will bring that to the body. Nothing harmful at all. It's all good energy. Now, let's start with the CE EMC test report. Why is this very important? Because this is a standard type of test. It's needed sa lahat ng mga devices like home appliances. And this is basically a requirement to any devices that wants to be marketed in Europe market. We call it CE. As you can see, this is the report. This is thick, actually, quite thick, several pages here. As you can see, we've got all of this, and you see all the measurement of the certification and all these numbers that I'm not an engineer. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. What is this all about? But if they want, this is available. This is emission measurement. These are the frequencies. These are the readings. Even the cables and the limits of the cables and the frequency coming out. All of this, the load. And lahat ito, I don't know what is this, but I'm sure this is something great. All right. And you see that they've tested this, and you can see those waves, the wavelengths. All of this will give you confidence, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're not the type of kind of company that would just say, yeah, we're good. But where are the figures? These are the figures to show to you. Now, this is also the parts. You can see these are the, you can find this in our Pro and Classic devices. This is what's inside. Quite simple, right? Quite simple, but our company is transparent enough. If you want to see, you can open it, blah, blah, blah. This is it. This is the rotor. This is the fan. This is the nichrome element. And this is what's inside. And they've got all these numbers to show to you that we are absolutely safe and absolutely amazing. And to add it up, because it's not just the electronic components, we also they tested our device based on the clinical reports. This was issued by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. So when you talk about Beijing, you can Google that. This is one of the top 5 research institute all over the world. Top 5 ang Beijing, ah. Hindi basta-basta ito. Hindi ito yung Chinese lang na tipong, just on the street or fly by night. No. This is Beijing Research Institute, like the authority of testing a certain product. And when they tested, as you can see, this is in Chinese, but I'll show you the English side of this. You can see all these 62 types of different conditions or items. And these are the numbers. You can see the numbers here, but why was it, people are asking, Nathan, why is it plus something? This is energy value. Again, this is that medical test, all right? Don't get me wrong here, all right? This is not a medical test. This is clinical test based on energy effect in the physical body. They're using a certain type of tester. It's like when you hold it, it will shoot up your energy before and after. And these are the results. These are the results. And this is the English one. You can see here, pabasa nyo yan, this is the quantum value. Why is it quantum value? Again, because it's based sa energy. So the quantum value 5, that is plus 44,000 and above, that is 5-star. That's why 5-star ang ating product sa mga inflammatory diseases or inflammatory problems. You can see that immune system problems. Even when you're using it, your love and happiness goes up. So you notice we've got a lot of people using the product and they would say, Nathan, I'm happier. I'm feeling great. So again, energy, it's not just the body. It can also affect mind and emotion. The physiological and also the energy of the emotion, because stress could be because of blockages. When you have so much blockage, it affects your body and therefore it affects your mind. The body affects the mind affects the body. So by using an energy terahertz, it affects your yin-yang, the harmony of your yin-yang, your vitality. Can you imagine that, ladies and gentlemen? Love and happiness? What? What? Yes. Absolutely. So yung mga walang mahal sa buhay dyan, baka naman ng terahertz, bubukas yung puso mo. You have more love and happiness, all right? It's all here and more. Now, let's go to FC. What is FC? This is the authority or the compliance of electronic test and making sure that you got this if you want to market in the United States. FC and CE, we all have it here. This is called precise testing. And we've got that, ladies and gentlemen. Terahertz light wave therapy apparatus. Okay, this was done by a third party. So we've got this certification. And this was given on April 2, 2021. All right. Now, quantum level testing, we also have that. Hindi lang to sinasabi natin that we have quantum technology. Yes, we've got the test to show to you that we have quantum level testing. I don't know how they do this, but this is to show you that we have the quantum energy and the trace element analysis. What is this? Remember the tube? We call it the crystal tube. It has 100 plus different elements with the ingredients of the crystal. It is bonded and molded together in over 2,000 degrees of heat. That's a furnace. I will show you that later. So these are the trace elements. Lahat yan may specification. And all this combination of the crystal and the elements, this is our trade secret. All right. This is like cooking. You put this and that. And all of this combination creates the perfect environment, the perfect solution or ingredients to produce the terahertz. And we've got China quality certification. electrical safety inspection certification, and we've got the patent. When you say patent, this is design patent. You can check on these numbers and you can find them in the internet that we've got the patent certification of design of the Iteracare. Tatlo yan, ha? The Pro, the Classic, and the Premium. We've got all these patents and material test report. Our plastics and all those materials in the Classic, they are non-toxic. All right. They pass the metal, the plastic, the white plastic, the red, the rose, the black, the coating, all of this, they pass and they are non-toxic. They are safe. All right. Wag nyo namang ilagay sa bibig ninyo or whatever, even though it's safe. But again, it's safe. We've got all this material test report and safety inspection. And of course, the EMF and radioactive inspection report. Lahat yan. We've got all of this. Now, this is big right here. This is Mr. AC Go, our chairman. So after the Chinese government said, okay, we'll open our country for visitors. So he visited right away. This was in April, somewhere April and May. He went to our manufacturer and he wanted to make sure, remember, we've got these quality issues for a while. Bakit? Because, you know, you would say when Prive came, this manufacturer, this was smaller before, huh? You have to understand, this was smaller. They can produce, let's say, for example, around 500 devices a day. That was the max. When Prive came, all right, the demand shoot up. Like we need 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 devices a day. How can you keep up? So what happens is they hire third party. That's where the problem started. When they hire third party, of course, this third party got some low material quality. That was the problem. Now, all of that was solved. We've got 5 of these divisions in our Deshang manufacturer that it can produce 3 to 5 to 10,000. The goal is thousands a day, 10,000 a day. We've got this in Deshang. So we can, even moving forward, we can supply the demand of the Classic, Premium, and Pro. And you know that when Mr. Azigo went there, he wanted to make sure that the quality is really the standard, the global standard. And of course, nangyari yan. Ngayon, you can see our latest Classic. Oh my gosh, it can hold 10 kilos of weight. Look at that. It can hold 10 kilos of weight. It's not going to break. Look at that. So, choking hazard. Huwag nyo itong gamitin. Baka may magka-choke dyan. Ganun na siya. Even, you can actually, they tried, you know, there's another video here. They tried like hitting with a hammer. Hindi siya mababasag. Yung body niya, ganun kalakas. That's how solid it is. So, the material is improved. And now they're testing even the frequency. Lahat yan, they've got this special tests and special type of testing, making sure that each Classic is at the level. And I heard they added 15 or more % of the cost to make sure that the material is upgraded. So everything is upgraded. As you can see from the few months of after this enhancement, we rarely have issues with our qualities. Rarely have issues. It's normal. This electronic device is normal and you got problems. But because of the upgrade, and when Deshang expanded and hired more people and increased the qualities, everything, now we can definitely say we've got a great quality product. These are the stones, the elements, and there's some videos here we don't want to show you, but the crystals and all of this are there. So they put this all together, all right, and they mixed it and they put it inside a furnace. So you can see this is the furnace, all right? That's super hot, 2,000 plus degrees. And when it goes through here, it goes through here. These are the tube, by the way, all right? So you can see this company is just really simple, but the power of the technology is totally mind-blowing here. You can see that. See, it goes into that heat. It's being tested. I don't know what they're doing, but as far as you can see, everything there is just amazing, right? Everything is meticulously tested right now. So basically, that's my presentation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you learned something today. All right. And I know now this will add on a lot of your knowledge about the Iteracare as you move along and share to your prospects and your friends and your users. Okay. So GM, thank you so much and blessings to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Training Officer Nathan.